In my opinion, streaming itself and speedruns is not just about... Nice, that's not gonna work. It's not just about making enjoyment for the people watching. Like, of course, fair enough, it makes sense, but... in the end... you should have fun as well. Which is not the best showcase at the moment, I'm not having fun. This artifact gave some of the lowest viewers apparently, people didn't like the Highland Fleeing grind I guess. Was the same for me, T-Rex. The gold games are not enjoyable to watch. Not from my perspective, I like watching them, but I know that people don't like watching it. Same with Tomb Raider 2 Gold. Not sure about Tomb Raider 1 Gold, but Tomb Raider 2 Gold is the same thing. People also don't really watch Tier 2 Gold. Even though I have to say Tomb Raider 2 Gold is something else anyway. Like, Tier 2 Gold is something special. Yeah, I guess. Like people enjoy watching continuous runs. Like, you can see that. If you have a run that you finish, you will get more viewers over time. Rather than resetting until you get a good start. That is normal, and I guess it's because people sometimes watch the stream and think they want to experience the run itself, like all the glitches and how it looks like, and then if you reset every time it can get boring, I understand that. And that's like the biggest problem with the gold games, because it's such a short run. Tomb Raider 2 Gold is trash. I would even say it's worse than Tomb Raider 2. Tomb Raider 2 Gold is literally just frustration. Seriously, I've never had bigger frustration than in Tomb Raider 2 Gold. Like here, I'm also frustrated, but I can tell you that I still have motivation to keep going. In Tomb Raider 2 Gold, it's literally just, you want to get out. Like, as soon as you go for pretty good times, you just want to leave it. If they were TRLEs, yeah, many people don't actually know it, yeah. Yeah, the gold games in general, not the nicest. Welcome back, Bianca. You didn't miss anything. Yeah, I think after this category, when I should be finally done, I might go back to Tomb Raider 4 and do something. Probably gonna drain the sanity even more with secrets. It can happen. But I'm still not happy with my secrets run in Tomb Raider 4. It still has times of about 2 minutes. I still need to get that. The secrets. Yeah, don't lie. Thank you. The main downside of secrets is not even the RNG with all the alts. That is not my concern. My concern with Tomb Raider 4 secrets is underneath the Sphinx. Underneath the Sphinx is something else. The secrets glitch is the only category that has the keyhole glitch left. Literally the only one. Oh T-Rex, you should be warned. I don't want to stop you, but you should be warned. Just to prepare you, there are nice things. It is fun, in my opinion. But like every alt has an RNG. Every alt has the RNG to cost you about 3 to 5 seconds for nothing. Then there are many ways to break the game, to softlock yourself basically. Not to softlock, but like to not be able to continue. Restricted secrets is... yeah, that might be cool. Restricted secrets could be cool. Because in non-restricted secrets, you also have the keyhole glitches and underneath the Sphinx. And they suck. Basically, you can lose an insane amount of time there just because the game doesn't let you continue. That is a problem. Then what is the problem as well? There's a lot more. You burn the whole time, if that's a concern. You burn literally the whole time in Secrets Glitched. Because you don't go into the water room. Like in Underneath the Sphinx, you don't extinguish yourself. Because you don't use the water room. You do the keyhole glitch, so you keep burning even longer. Then, what else? There's a lot more. Basically, to conclude it, yeah, it's trash. I wouldn't recommend it. But I still need to get a better time there. And the good thing is, if I do that, the first runs can be done on Italian version. Which is beautiful. T-Rex, be aware you have to learn an insane amount of setups. I can send you my notes for it. They're like, I don't know, it's written in the editor on Windows, but they're like, I don't know, 2 to 3 pages on Word of notes that you all have to learn. It is so much that I wrote my notes into the timer. Yeah, but it's the setups. Like, I know I'm also good with memorizing things, but there are so many buffers, like so many buffers, that I even wrote it into my timer to not forget them. I would, let me guess, 50 setups? Maybe more than 50? Probably more. 60, 70 setups or something. That's how many setups you have. Because every single glitch, every single alt has a visual or a setup. And yeah, it's basically absolutely crazy. You have to learn all the visuals, all the setups, and that's just draining. Beautiful, enjoying it. I'm a big fan of it, Laura. I absolutely enjoy it. No words. So yeah, I can recommend it for restricted maybe T-Rex, it might be fun. But glitched secrets, I mean, you can go for it, right? The world record is not hard to break, I have the world record, and there is a lot of time save. Because my run was very, very clean. I think the late game killed it. I think there was an alt in Khufu's Queen's Pyramids that killed it, where I lost like a minute in total, and Master Bus. Master Bus there was something, and Khufu's Queen's Pyramids. Those two levels cost over 1 minute and 30 because of trash. Glitch max percent? I routed it. I'm not gonna do it. Nice auto correction. No, I routed it up to Cairo, and some parts of Cairo. In Cairo I stopped, I think. Nice one. Still on it? Yes, unfortunately, Tom. Unfortunately. There are many items you can grab. Yes. I have no proof that it works, but I think it works. I have no proof though. but it might be working. I can't tell you if it works, but there is the possibility that this is possible. I have never tried it or tried to find a way to do it, so I can't tell you. Nice, we exactly have an equal graph now. This scares you? I mean, if I really want to reject your run in the end, I could just investigate for untriggerable items and then try to trigger them. They are not triggerable if they're in a vase or something. And the vase, if you break it, basically has a different trigger name than the item itself. Means that the item does not trigger because it has a different name. And the idea is to take the item name instead of the trigger name and then use warps to trigger this item from far away to make it load and then grab the item without breaking the vase, you know? Grab it through the vase. Because you triggered it without breaking the vase and without using the intended trigger. That is my idea. But I'm not sure if it works. It's just how I think it would work. This is satisfying to watch? You mean max percent rate of 4 or you mean this, Bianca? Because if you mean this, then it's probably the same as Crystal's percent at the moment. It's nice to watch, but not nice to play. Oh, the graph. Okay, never mind. Well, we might keep it equal. No, the graph is going down. Unfortunate. Lara, are you... Whatever. Yes, you do the same, T-Rex. Basically, in that program, you combine two levels. In that case, we have a fixed first level. Different from the warp. Because you cannot trigger an item when you're not in the level, obviously. And that means we have one fixed level, and then we combine it each time with the levels before, until we find a way to combine it that in the level where we need the item, which is not triggerable, we can be in the void, and one of the previous levels has a trigger with the same name as the item has. And then we go on the trigger, load back in the level where we want our item, and hope that the item triggers, because we loaded the name of this item from a previous level. That's how it works, basically, with the program. And in the program, when you combine two levels and you want to find the credit warp, there is a keyword you're looking for, which is called end level underscore 43 or something. I think that was it. And basically then instead you search for, I'm not sure what the name is that you need, but probably like triggered item 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. And then you look for that keyword until it shows up. And if that shows up, if you manage to make it show up, you will have a tile that the program tells you, and this tile will allow you to remote trigger, not remote trigger, but to warp trigger the item that you need. It's hard to explain, to be honest. It's a weird program, but I think that would work. Yeah, Bianca, I heard that. It's just that. It's not nice to play. So this will only work with those vase items that are broken. Exactly, yes. Because those items are not spawned until you trigger them. Means that the item itself has a trigger. And only those items work. Like every other item, like a flare pack that's randomly in a corner, does not have a trigger, because it's always there. But the vase has a trigger and the item has a trigger, and then it happens. I mean, in the end it just requires one item and the run is invalid. That's why I don't want to run it. It's one item and it's invalid. And the same reason, by the way, T-Rex, the same reason, another reason why you should not run, do not run glitched secrets. There can be a warp, you're not allowed to warp secrets, that's prohibited. But there can be a warp to trigger the level end from Horrors 1 to Horrors 2. Which I haven't investigated enough yet. I only finished one version and I actually forgot which one it was. But yeah. In theory that's possible. But we haven't found the combination yet. I'm pretty sure it works. Like, you can warp from inside the Great Pyramid to the credits. That works. And if you get an insane secrets run and then this warp is discovered, your run is immediately stupid. Oh no, prisoner. Yeah, I heard him. Oh wow. Thank you, prisoner, for pushing me back though. Theoretically, you could search for a warp for the item with a program, and if no tile works, increase no sense impossible. With our current knowledge, yes. But don't forget that every game has unique triggers. Means that the triggers for the German version do not have the same name in the English version, do not have the same name in the Steam version, do not have the same name in the French version. Most of them are the same, but not all. You have to go through every version and every level manually. So you have to manually combine every level. Maybe one day, T-Rex, we can create an What? Huh? I'm alive. What the hell was that? Maybe one day we can create an AI that will automatically find warps for us. In theory, we can program that. That is the thing. I don't think anybody wants to do that, but in theory that's working. Yes, that can be picked up as well, because the room over there has a portal. The room does have a portal, and I think with a very precise flare jump you can get in there. I think at least. Because the portal, I think if I'm correct, the portal is at the very end of the room, like in the corner of the room where the alternative entrance is that you see in the mirror. At this entrance is the portal. I tried to investigate it some time ago. I'm mentally so disconnected that I know this run is good and I don't even care anymore. It's just so much bullshit that I'm not caring. It's insane, isn't it? It's just relaxing to talk about some random warps, right? It's relaxing to talk about it. I can show you, T-Rex. I can show you how to use the program. Yes, I have it. I also investigated already. You need multiple programs though. You need the game, you need... obviously. You need TR view, you need fax inspect, you need the program from Horus. You don't need cheat engine. I think that was it. But you need fax inspect, I'm not sure if you have it. But yeah, eventually I can show you on Discord if you want to T-Rex. Eventually. You will not need cheat engine. Cheat engine is not necessary. All you need is TR view, fax inspect, the game you want to investigate, and Horus program. That's all. Yes, that program. It's basically the better version of TR view. It has more information. It has more information than TR view, but it's not very user-friendly. But you need it, because in TR view you cannot see the name of the tiles. You know, each tile has a name, as you know. And you can't see it. Like, not a name, I call it a name. But yeah. Thought he's behind me. Nice aura, thank you. 43. I'm not calculating. I know it could have been a gold split if I didn't mess up the medipack. So whatever. It's still a gold. Well, that's disappointing. Could have been much better, but it's okay. In Tomb of Samarkand, you will go for the losing path, but first you're gonna go for the winning path. You have to lose the game. And when you lost the game, you will cornerback up onto the winning path, then go until the spot where you drop down and the scarabs come out of the wall. You know where I mean? You probably know. Where the scarabs come out of the wall and where you climb up that pole. Yes, you go until that point, because you cannot get back out there, and you grab everything until that point. Then you head back. The door, when you enter that path, you can flare jump back out. And then, once you picked everything there, you're gonna go the losing path. However, if one ever finds a way to go further for the winning path and then turn around, your run is also invalid. So that's also a way to invalidate it. If someone finds a way to go further in the winning path. But so far it's until this drop at the scarabs, and you cannot return back up from that drop. Yes, it would be. I'm pretty sure it would actually be. It's pretty common though. Like even in Tomb Raider 3, glitched is nearly as long as glitchless, because you have to pick much more. Should work this time? I guess. Yeah, you need explosives, and you don't have any. However, T-Rex, if someone ever finds a way to get explosives without actually having them, the run is also invalid. You got nervous, Bianca? Oh, don't worry, you don't have to get nervous, there's no reason to. You can get nervous once we reach Antarctica. Hello, Twilight? How are you? Good evening. So yeah, T-Rex, your run is very likely to become invalid eventually. My nose is itching. It's not good. Yes, it is very likely, T-Rex. Very true. We don't have the knowledge yet, but eventually we will have the knowledge. Ready to get nervous later, if we get that far, okay. You have to be realistic. With the foot, I could do that. I think I'm... How do you say it? I'm snake enough to do that. Flexible, yes, flexible. I can take my foot to my head, that's not difficult. I can reach it. Let's go, yeah. Average pace cush, right? How tall am I? I think 177. I used to be able to do that as well, T-Rex. I haven't done it in quite some time. I don't think I can do it anymore. Dude, I'm already so this nice engine. Block my sprint. I'm so disconnected already. Just accept this. I have no clue. It's gonna fail. I'm not even gonna try. Come on, you fucking... I saw it failing there. How tall are you, T-Rex? In centimeters. I mean, I haven't checked in quite some time, so maybe I'm taller now. .63 is how much? 183, okay. Am I gonna get bullshit, or am I gonna get Sumadubu? I'm getting Sumadubu. Hawk. $190? What? Dude! Okay, that is... tall. I'm not 165. Why are my hands sweating? I don't know. Maybe I did reach 180 in the meantime, I don't know. I thought that last time I was 177. Yeah, that was close. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know. I have no clue how much foot, feet, inches I am. I'm 3 apples large. I don't know. Okay, I thought I would die here. Well, surprising. I can tell you then. I don't have a list though. As always, I'm going to use my backup small right away, because I don't want to risk getting clocked. Am I getting trolled? Oh, yeah, I'm getting trolled. At least we survived. Once we jump earlier. Yes. It's close. It's really close. I'm glad Gui isn't here at the moment, not because of him, but he would tell me how my pace is again. He would tell me, oh, this is the 57 pace. I know he's gonna do that. Gui, if you ever hear that, I'm sorry. But still, I'm not too nervous about this. I don't really care. So many ways to die. Let's do this slow. I'm not dying here again. Sprint, please. Please, rat, come back. Okay. Not the worst. They did come back, yes. Yeah, or decent. Not the best one. Had some mistakes. I can see myself raging at the moment. You know what I just thought of while sprinting down there? The odds of making this are low. And I'm gonna rage. I can see that. I can see into the future. I'm not raging. But at this point I'm getting nervous. Really nervous at this point. Don't hit me too much, please. I'm not only thinking of raging, I'm thinking of the death of this run. I'm thinking of all the possibilities where this can die at the moment. Very pessimistic, but realistic at the same time. Don't lose Croc. Was not too big of a dick. Hello, welcome back, sir. Yes. Really good pace. Welcome back, Gui. Gui, don't say anything about the pace, please. I don't want to hear the pace, I can see it, okay? I just know your personality. I'm not gonna lie, my hands are actually starting to shake. They are actually starting to shake me. Another backslip. Whatever. Shit happens. At least we're gonna have a better position. Are you real? What? What was that bullshit? Wow. What a bullshit, dude. Yes, I'm trying to. Thank you for reminding me, go T-Rex. Not sure if I would remember in this pressure. The street is also becoming quiet. It's respecting the pace. Hey, please make it, Laura. Shoot. Come on. Thank you. Bonk. Okay, it's okay. It does, yes. I went for a few safe struts here, like I did 4 grab ladder, not a 3 grab ladder. Just making sure. Minecart. God, my hands are so sweaty. Sweating like, I don't know. Calm down, hands. It's all good. Definitely working. That was okay. It was not that close. It was not that close to once. Safety first, I'm gonna shimmy it, just making sure it was close. Could have made that, I think. Don't poison me. Thank you. Okay, please give me a good poison level. It's a bad one. I have a small now? I have a small. I don't know from where. I have an additional small. Oh yeah, from Pune. Never mind. I have 2 backup smalls and that was the second backup. So we are on good health again. I'm not gonna get the cycle. It's okay. She's not gonna grab. Oh my god, this fucking game! Grab the edge, please! Grab the fucking edge, dude! What was the stumble? I don't care what the stumble was, I will never find out. It scared me as well, T-Rex. I have seen that stumble before, and I'm not sure what causes it. I thought she's gonna pop out of the wall. I'm doing weird mistakes here because I'm so nervous. Actually, the nervosity is slowly going down, because I know we're already losing about 10 seconds. More. Do you know how strong I hold this action button? I'm not surprised if my action button dies because I just pushed it through the table. Just because I'm scared she's for some reason lets go. It's not really adrenaline, it's just absolute nervosity. My hands are so fucking sweaty. Oh, he was not. Oh, here I need the small mat. Now I know what's the problem. I don't have a small, right? I don't. I don't have an additional large, do I? We're gonna find out. I don't have 2 small mats. Why did I think I have 2? I have 1. For some miracle, I've had it before that I have an additional large, and that's my only way to save time now. Otherwise we're gonna lose an additional amount of time. Fuck you, Lara. So I have to hope somewhere I have a backup mat that I do not need. Even though I doubt it. Please. It's fine. 15 seconds time loss probably. It's fine. It's an average RX for me though. It's not surprising because I'm running against an insane gold split here. Hey, don't roll early, please. For once game, I'm saying it even. There we go. That's how we do it. Now just pick it up, please. Fuck off! What is wrong with this strategy? Every time in a PB it doesn't work, every time it's not in a PB it works. Bullshit. Bullshit. "20 seconds gone?" Which is still 20 seconds ahead. And we still have 20 seconds time save. Is that a T-Rex strat? I don't think it is. Please tell me I have 2 larges. Please tell me I have 2 large medipacks. Tinos is still ahead, and Snowflake. According to Gui, Snowflake's going to work. I'm saying it again. Gui told me next time I reach Snowflake it works. For that, Laura has to do the Tinos jump though. Tinos jump is the next problem. Please tell me I have another large. I don't want to die. I have my finger both on 9 and a 5. Depending on the outcome now. Please tell me I have a large. Wait, am I gonna make it? I made it without a large. Oh my god, how did I make this? What? I had only 1 and I made it. I don't know how I'm alive. What? It's fine. Please, bridge jump. Please. Don't do it again. What? Monka Omega Eyes! Oh my god! I am so happy I corrected my angle, because I was seeing that outcome and I was so happy I corrected the angle. If I wouldn't have corrected it to the right, I'm dead now. Monka Omega S. Nice, Daisy. I'm stressed as well. Bullshit. I thought she's gonna jump through. Oh my god. Okay, game, please. Gui. We're gonna get banned if this doesn't work. You're not gonna get banned. Please, game. If this bullshit fails now, I'm so pissed. What? I'm not even happy. I'm mad. This is just making me go so insane. That was a fucking... what was that, 30? No words. First this bullshit with Willard. First the Willard bullshit because Lara misses bullets. And now Snowflake bullshit. Thank you very much, Eric, for the 100. Thank you so much. Gui, I got it in 48 hours. Get out. My gold sum of best segments is 57.15. So if Willard would not have trolled me, if Snowflake would not have trolled me, if our X-Tech would not have trolled me, that would have been an insane run. But never mind. That was 57 pace, yes. That was actually 57 pace. I wouldn't call it super good. The early game was insane. Like, that one was decent until Kalia. 1309 is okay. And then it was absolutely insane. High security compound gold split. That was actually insane. Tiny mistake in coastal. The rest was insanely clean. Yeah, and then RX tag. Don't worry, Gui, don't worry. You don't have to, but thank you. 30 fucking seconds at the end. Just Meteorite Cavern. 30 fucking seconds. That's a 208 and it can be a 138. I'm not sure if I'm done or not. I don't know. Like, seriously. I'm so... At the same time, I'm so pissed off this game that I don't want to do it again. I will not even try to lose even more sanity. Like, I already lost so much sanity here. I don't know if I even want to do it again. Yeah, I know, but this is just not fun. I don't know. This is just not fun when the biggest bullshit happens at the end. Like, the run is perfectly fine. It is 57 pace. Let's say not RX, you can say it's my fault, fair enough. But Meteorite Cavern, that's the biggest bullshit ever. Like, you have the 58-15 pace, or 16 in that case. You lose immediately about 10 seconds because Willard just Laura just shoots next to him. I don't know how you can do that, but fair enough. And another 20 seconds because Snowflake just shows you its ass. I don't know.